in this exercise, basically, you've got to figure out the key words and key points and fill them in the paragraph. And it's a really effective exercise if you're trying to learn anything and trying to get to that stage of active recall, you know, where you're able to explain something without any notes or any prompts whatsoever. So it's a really effective learning strategy, and I thought I would use this opportunity to sort of show you how. So let's go through it together. First of all, epithelial tissue has many important functions. It provides, and you probably know this, protection in the skin, helps with absorption. It also helps with transportation and uses cilia to do that, aids in secretion and excretion, like in the kidney tubules, and gas exchange, like in the lungs or alveoli. Now, it allows for smooth gliding between surfaces as seen in the mesothelium. Now, this is something you may not think about, right? We always think about it forms a barrier, but it also lubricates so that there's no friction between our organs or other structures in the body. Epithelial cells continuously renew through mitosis, but don't have blood or lymphatic supply, and they rely on diffusion for nutrients. And unlike connective tissue, epithelial tissue or cells have no space between them, right? There's no extracellular fluid between them. The cohesion that's very strong with epithelia actually comes from special cell adhesions, molecules, and junctional complexes that are anchored in the basal lamina, which along with connective tissue forms like the basal membrane. But epithelial tissues also show structural and functional polarity, meaning that parts of epithelial cells have distinct roles. So there's this major polarity. So you can see that is an example of how you might use a fill-in-the-blank example. But to summarize, epithelia line and cover our entire body except articular cartilage and the enamel of tooth, and like the anterior surface of the eye, or the iris, sorry. And then basic functions of epithelia we sort of went over, but just remember gliding between surfaces is also one of them. And then the other thing I wanted to mention again is a little bit more about the polarity. Epithelia have structural and functional polarity, like different parts have different and distinct roles.